Bros. It's State of Origin time, baby! Let's go! 2 more sleeps, or if you're a crackhead, no more sleeps. It's State of Origin day if you're a crackhead. So congratulations to all the crackheads out there. Just joking. Get off that. What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Man, I think this is my favourite time of year. A couple of days before State of Origin. It's all I can think about. You wake up in the morning, you're thinking of Origin, you're going about your day, you're like, that's right, Origin's on in a couple of days. You go to bed, 2 more sleeps till Origin. How good. Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be going over the teams, matchups. I'm going to be going over how each team's going to win, how each team's strengths, each team's weaknesses, and of course my punts. We're going to be going over match insights. We're going to be going over all the stats. We're going to be giving our predictions, and I'm going to be doing all my bets as well. Bets and insights will be right at the end of it, right at the end of the video, guys. However, there will be timestamps down below if you do want to check those out. Also, guys, I have started streaming on Kick, so if you do want to follow me on Kick, it is MonsterSnag. There will also be a link on my profile page. If you go to my YouTube, click all my links. Click on Kick there. You can find a sub on there. That'll be amazing, guys. I am going to start live streaming more, just big games. I'll be doing the State of Origins, doing it big games that mean something a bit more at the end of the year. All the finals, the grand final, all that sort of stuff, guys. So absolutely so pumped to be doing that, guys. And yeah, I did my first little test stream today. It was awesome. I love Kick. It's heaps of fun. So jump on there. And yeah, I'll sort of use Kick as like, so obviously when I put my bets down on Dabble, we chat in the chat. If we can write our bets live on stream, how awesome, you know. Get a live reaction when I win a lot of money. It'd be great. And watch me cry when I lose. How good. You get to watch me cry live. How awesome. So yeah, make sure you sub there, guys. Make sure you subbed on YouTube too, guys. Appreciate everyone that's done that so far. Everything's going great. Absolutely loving everything. And yeah, make sure you follow us on Dabble too, so you can follow my punts. I haven't put a lot of my punts down yet, so I'm going to be running over what I'm putting down, but I haven't actually put them down yet. But if you do want to follow us on Dabble. It's MonsterSnag with the money eyes. A few people have been copying my name, so just make sure it's my one. There is a money eyes at the end, and yeah, let's go. If you do want to join too, guys, there is a link in the description, and if you do join, it'll follow me automatically. Let's go. Now, just before we do get into this too, guys, I just want to give some advice on punting on State of Origin. It's very different. Like last year when I did this, I'm like, hey guys, let me know what you're punting on. And I just saw some of the punts, and I never rag on people's punts. But I'm just sitting there going, like today, someone went Cowboys with Drinkwater to score. And I saw it, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's a goddamn long shot. It hit, man. It hit. But some of the ones I see at State of Origin, I'm like, there's like 3 or 4 try scorers and overs of this. I'm just like, bro, that is 0 chance of hitting. Like, there is no... Quite often there's 3 tries in State of Origin. You've got 4 or 5 try scorers, bro. Like, especially game 1. Jesus Christ. Game 2 and 3 can open up a little bit, but game 1, no chance of hitting, lads. So make sure... And the other thing is too, just... chuck a multi down. I'm not saying put a multi down, but I'm going to be putting heaps of singles down. Like I said, not much can happen in the State of Origin. There can be a lot of nothing happening. I mean, it's entertaining. They're bashing each other and they're going back and forth and this and that, but quite often there's not a whole heap going on, as far as the points go and try scorers and this and that and the other. Sometimes not a whole heap goes on, guys, so just singles is the smart option here. I know they're not as fun as multis, but I'm going to be slapping down heaps of singles, and then I'll probably multi up a couple as well, just because why the hell not. But yeah, just be careful when you're punting. All right, guys, so just another thing just before we get into it, guys, just because this will affect your punt as well. I don't want you guys to lose money. I'm looking out for you, bros. It is raining in Sydney on Wednesday, which is crazy. So it's not heavy rain. It just says light rain, but that can sometimes be worse. Sometimes when it's pouring rain, and it's like, it's bizarre. Like, I remember playing, you're like, when it's wet, you're like well aware it's wet, so you pay like extra attention to catching the ball. When it's just like drizzling slightly, it feels dry, and then someone pegs the ball to you and it goes straight through your hands. So sometimes when it's light rain, it could be worse, could affect goal kicking, guys. So just be mindful of those things, guys. And yeah, All right, first elephant in the room, obviously Dylan Edwards out, Teddy in. Now, this doesn't change a whole heap for me. They're almost clones of each other. I said in my TikTok video today, only reason I like Dylan better than Teddy is, well, there's two reasons. One, I like how Dylan doesn't get as involved, especially in the attacking end. He sort of takes a step back and lets his ball players do their thing. Teddy gets a little too involved, in my opinion, but Teddy just slips over so much, and it's going to be sleeting and raining. He's going to slip over. If the Sportsbet had odds for how many slips Teddy would do, and it was 4.5, I'd be taking the overs every day of the week. He's going to be slipping and sliding all over the joint, guys. He always does it. I actually found out why, guys. I didn't know this. I can't remember. I think I saw it on the Hello Sport thing. So when he did his ACL, he came back with shorter studs because obviously you don't want to grip in, and that's what can cause the grab, and you can tear an ACL. And he just never put the short studs back in. So he plays in short studs. I had no idea. I don't know if that's legit true. Those guys dribble heaps. I love those Hello Sports guys, but Jesus Christ, they dribble. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, Teddy... That's Dylan. Just he of course he has a slip as well, but Teddy is a slip machine, man. He'll be going on the overs on the slips, so I don't mind. It doesn't change the game plan a whole heap for New South Wales. He's been there, he's done that, blah blah blah, all this. He's a solid player, and I wouldn't be surprised if he comes out and have his best game of the year. Seriously, he's that guy. He's awesome. I just wanted Dylan in. I actually wanted Turbo in originally. I thought he was the best fullback in the game at that point, but. Yeah, how exciting. Well, let's have a look at some matchups. Teddy versus Reese, how good. That's going to be awesome. Now, a little thing too, I'm not too sure how these guys are going to match up left and right. I saw on Sportsbet, on their match insights thing, they actually had Sua'ali'i and Lomax on the left and To'o and Crichton on the right. I don't know how true that's going to be. But again, if you are picking try scorers, guys, and these two are on the same edge, I'm assuming they will be on the right. I'll be taking left centres for sure. So I'm actually going to leave my Queensland try scorer until I know who's going to be matched up against these two. But I'm assuming it'll be right side, which would be... I think Val Holmes will be on the left with Coates, so those two would be looking tasty there. So there's no real hiding New South Wales game plan here. Look, they've picked a gritty, hard, in-form pack that's going to go tackle their rings off, line speed, smack through the middle, big back five. They're going to come through, pump through the meters, save these guys for their defence. You know, Jake stops in his tracks. Reece Robson will stop in his tracks. Payne Haas doesn't, but he's more of an offensive forward, but you know, he's a big body and doesn't miss tackles. Liam Martin, Angus Crichton, McInnes, just slapping. So, like I said, this to me does look like they've gone with the game plan of we're willing to win this thing 8-4. And yeah, it's wild to me that they've done that. This to me, I love the team, by the way, but this to me, if they picked this team, and right here in this position here was Cam Munster, I would give New South Wales 0% chance of winning this thing. Because if New South Wales are winning 12-8 with 10 minutes to go and Munster's on the team, you're losing. It's just you're gonna lose. But he's not. Dearden isn't that offensive. Like, he's not going to create quite as crazy as that as Munster. But I actually love this Blues team. I really do like it. Like, people have been like, Queensland 3-0, what a crap team, blah, blah, blah. Look, at the end of the day, it's not the best it could possibly be. I mean, what are they on their third string, number 7? But yeah, this is a really, really good rugby league team. And then Blues, with the Queensland team, it's just business as usual. It's just business as usual. We knew this is what was going to roughly roll out, obviously minus Fifita. And, you know, this is it. We know what they're going to do. They're going to come out, do their thing, and play hard, play gritty, try and outwork you, and just be close within the last 10 minutes and snatch it from you. That's just what the Queenslanders do. It's what Queenslanders do. So yeah, this is going to be exciting, guys. So let's quickly actually we'll get to the match insights and the betting last. All right. So with the weather being a bit rainy. All right. So New South Wales. I want to go over the issues and the strengths for each team. So New South Wales issues to me is first one's this one. Luai and Hines for me both are front foot players. I can't remember a time. Nicho Hines did against the Warriors at the start of the year, but they play really good against forward packs that blitz. Now, I don't see this forward pack blitzing, but what I could see is this back five blitzing and getting quick play the balls. So yeah, I'm very concerned about this. Obviously, the combination as well. We haven't seen it before ever, so I am pretty worried about that. It's a new combination. They're both more front foot players. I've never seen, very rarely seen in big games at least where, it's an extreme version where Nathan Cleary went, all right, boys, in the grand final, and just put them on and goes, get on, let's go. And he just literally tore a team apart on the biggest stage possible. And I haven't seen that. Like Lua's best footy's when everyone else is playing good around him. And Nicho Hines is very similar. Quick, hidden edge, go half through it, quick play the ball, go short side, create an overlap, blah, blah, blah. That's where Nicho Hines sort of does his best work. So pretty concerning there. The other thing, staying on the halves, we just saw Mitchell Moses play on the weekend. Ever wondered what a good boot can do to a footy team? That's it. Just go watch that game. Go watch Parramatta's last 3 games and then watch that with that game there and be like, oh, Mitchell Moses dead set just dropping the ball a metre out. Like anyone can put it close to their try line, but he just dropping it on a dime, a metre out. There was somewhere they were catching it and then having to take, the 2 steps back into the in goal. So they're literally starting from in there in goal and the kick came from inside their own half. It's incredible, man. These guys don't have big boots. They've got good kicking games, but not big boots. So that does concern me as well. They're good kickers, but they're not big, long kickers. And that's why Burton would have been great, even on the bench. And let's just say you might identify, if Burton was on the bench, you might get 60 minutes into this game. You might be up a little bit, you might be down a little bit, but you're going, look, we're not making meters, we're getting pumped, and they're starting their sets on the 30-metre line. Get Burnt on there, he's kicking it, and they're starting their sets from their 1-metre line sort of thing. So, that's pretty concerning. No cover in the backs, obviously. I know Madge said we do actually have cover in the backs, but I can't see it. Spencer Leniu going to jump in there at centre, I'm not too sure. There is a positive to this too, though. I will get to that when I get to the Queensland. Obviously, less experience in key positions and just a lot of... I wrote down strange combinations, but not like, where you see Appy, Yo and Cleary, all link, all played together, know each other's games, all that sort of stuff. So a little bit different there, guys. But... yeah, that's the negatives for me for the New South Wales team. Every team's going to have positives and negatives. I did struggle to find a few negatives for the Queensland team, but they do have them. So we'll just have to wait and see how that plays out. Now, all those may not matter. Just really depends the game pans out. New South Wales positives. So positives to me, I think they genuinely have more players in great form. Like, I went through the team. Like, everyone is... Teddy, he didn't get picked. He's in great form. Or murdering it. Crichton is killing it. Sua'ali'i's killing it. Zac Lomax killing it. Luai's been killing it. Nicho Hines before his last game, killing it. Jake's just been Jake. Robson, I don't think's been killing it. Payne Haas, I honestly think, and this is crazy, it's one of his best years. Liam Martin has been a little quiet, but a little bit of excuse for my bro Liam. Cleary's barely played this year, and it's usually Cleary on his side, so he hasn't been getting that same sort of service. Angus Crichton killing it, McInnes killing it, Yo killing it, Olakau'atu killing it, Spencer, no, he's only played a few games, killing it, Hudson Young killing it. So they are, I think they genuinely have way more players in really, really good form. Whereas we go to Queensland, I'm not saying any of these guys are playing horrible. Reece has been down a little bit. Xavier was the best winger in the comp up until he got injured. couple games back, hasn't been at his best, but still solid. I'm not saying he's not at his best. I guess you could sort of say he is, because he was literally the best wing in the comp until he got injured. Val Holmes definitely not at his best. Hamaso been injured. We can't sit here and say it's his best year to date. Sua'ali'i, I've been injured and I didn't think he'd been there. Tom Dearden, I think he's been good, but not his best. Cherry Evans, definitely not his best. Ruben Cotter, not at his best. Ben Hunt, not at his best. Lindsay Collins, at his best. Su'A, probably at his best. Nanai, probably at his best. And Paddy is at his best. Harry Grant's at his best. Mo's not. He's had 2 good games this year. Hopgood has not been at his best. Selwyn Cobbo's having his best year as well. So you get what I'm saying? To me, the New South Wales Blues team is in much better individual form. More powerful middles. These middles are, substantially more powerful. If we talk about, Payne Haas, Liam Martin, Angus Crichton, McInnes, Yo, Olakau'atu, Leniu, Young, it is much more powerful. Ruben Cotter's 80 kilos. They keep saying he's 95. He's not. Oh, he might be. I don't know. Lindsay Collins, it's solid, but he's not a hugely big, powerful guy. Su'a's a beast. Nanai's not a big, powerful guy. Paddy Carrigan's a monster. Definitely more powerful through the middle there. So this is the thing. So someone, I can't remember who brought it up, but I was like, that's a great point. I think it might have been, what's the Pommy bloke's name again? Jimmy Graham. So, so New South Wales, and Maroons are carrying a back on the bench, but you know what I mean? That does take away a forward spot. So we are talking about, what if a back goes down? What if a forward goes down for Queensland? If a forward goes down if Jake Trbojevic goes down, cool. Isaiah Yeo comes on, covered. You're fine. You know what I mean? But imagine if Lindsay Collins went down in the first 5. Imagine if Lindsay Collins gets knocked out in the first carry. You're going to have Mo Followacre having to play these ginormous minutes. Hopgood's a tiny body. He's not playing front row, State of Origin front row for very long. You're skinny. So that was a great point. I'm like, geez, you never thought. Of course, there's always a positive and a negative to every change. And when he said that, I was like, of course, bloody, they got massive cover in the middle. Honestly, Payne Haas could go down. And, it's terrible, but Haumole, Spencer, Isaiah Yeo, fine. You're good. Could all play in the middle there and do a great job. It is actually, people say it's a negative that don't have a back. Well, it's a positive that they don't have a back as well. One big thing for me, there is the biggest game breaker is on the Queensland side, but I do think genuinely having Spencer Leniu, I've been saying this, he is built for this. I don't think we've seen a forward for New South Wales come off the bench that can genuinely create extraordinary fast play the balls. It's very rare. I mentioned, to me, he's the best bench prop I think I've seen in a very long time, maybe ever. I know it's a huge call. He's very young. He's new into his career, but I just haven't seen a guy come on and genuinely change a game at prop. I'll get to someone that changes the game better from Queensland in a minute. But, from that standpoint, if it's just holding it down, everyone's smashing each other, and Spence comes on and genuinely skittles and genuinely gets quick play the balls, and then Nico and Luai get good service off that's a massive advantage for me. Like I said, Queensland definitely don't have that. Hopgood's not going to skittle. Mo's solid, he's good, makes nice post contact, he's been good, but definitely doesn't have the impact that Spencer Leniu has. So they're the advantages for the Blues for me. Did I write that down? No. Now Queensland's issues, like I said, I'd had a hard time finding many issues with this team, but they are a little light in the middle. I just did mention that, like I said, if Lindsay does go down, you're in big trouble. They better pray he doesn't go down. If Ruben goes down, that'll be catastrophic as well. Mo will come on, they've still got a lot of size, but like I said, if Lindsay goes down, big trouble. Or Paddy even, if Paddy goes down, the same thing. They'd probably slot Hopgood in there rather than a prop, but again, debutant right in the middle. I forgot a negative for the New South Wales Blues team is 6 debutants as well. It's not always a negative, but it sort of is. Again, I mentioned this with the positives with the Blues team. Definitely got less players in form. Like I said, we could only probably count 4 or 5 that are genuinely playing some of their best footy they've ever played. And now this is an issue, and again, I was searching for him, but no Cameron Munster is huge. Like I said, Dearden's fine, but in a game one where it's more than likely going to be tight, not having Munster there is massive. Like I said, these guys here can break the game open, like your Vals, your Hammers, your Reeses, but there's no genuine game winning half. There's a little concerning, but again, I'm clutching at straws sort of thing. But I think it's a bigger loss than everyone says. Like Munster's a bigger loss than Cleary. You know, like I don't think too many people would debate that, but it's true. It is a big loss. Like when if you look up and you're down by 8, and there's 12 minutes to go, and you're sort of like, I love him, but Dearden's your guy who's got I'm a little less sold. All right, Queensland positives. First one, it's business as usual. Nothing's gone wrong. Harry Grant had diarrhea for one day. I mean, seriously, that's all that can go wrong. They've pretty much, like Queensland, New South Wales are, third string half. Like they're way down on troops. This is the best team Maroons could possibly pick. Like the players that missed out. It's not like the players that aren't playing that could possibly be in this team. They're just not playing because they're not in form or thing didn't pick them. This team is as good as it can possibly be. Like there's no major injuries other than Munster and Tino. I meant more like not players missing, just more like this is the team we have. They picked it. It's been there. Like for example, New South Wales, waiting to see if Moses is ready. Edwards goes down. It's just been a nightmare. It's been, even though Queensland does have players out, it's just sort of like we've still got an awesome team. They rolled it out, and it's just been smooth sailing, like business as usual. Key players in key positions, they're all good. No distractions. And just having the much more experienced number 7 to me is just such a big advantage, man. Cherry Evans' kicking game in this. We spoke about, New South Wales. They're big, fast, big, strong. Probably got a bit of weight in the middle. All that goes away with a big kicking game, with a good big kicking game, which Cherry Evans has. I'm sure he'll execute it, and it's just like you can just take forwards out of the game just with a good kick. So, that's just such a huge advantage, having that really experienced number 7. And just the biggest advantage for me is Harry Grant coming off the bench. Like, I spoke about Spencer Leniu coming off the bench and being able to change a game. I don't think I've ever seen a player in the history of me watching rugby league that genuinely changes the game when he comes off the bench. Like, it's dramatic. Like the game completely changes when he comes on. It's we don't see it as much because he obviously plays 80 minutes so much at Melbourne. But every game I've seen, he started off the bench with Melbourne before, and he's obviously done it at Origin. I've never seen that you're sitting there watching a game and then and then he comes on. It's you may as well change channels and watch a different game. It's a different game, and he is incredible at it. I just think he can change a point of attack so quickly. And like, if I was Queensland and New South Wales even get 2 early tries and Harry Grant is on the field yet, I wouldn't be that worried. I think that he's good to generate something so quickly, and it's nuts. So, like I said, I did a video last year where I said I don't think Harry Grant's as good as like everyone. Like everyone he's the best number 9 and no one's close. I've always said I think he is the best, but I think there's some hookers that are really, really close to him, and he's not miles and miles ahead of every other number 9 in the game, but he is miles ahead of just being able to come on and change a game through dummy half. He is absolutely incredible at it. Absolutely incredible. All right. How does New South Wales win? Get down, get dirty, grind, ugly, niggle, get under the skin, hold down. They just have to make it dirty. Just really get on top of these guys so these guys can't get the ball in with space. And you do that by holding down, getting dirty. I wouldn't even mind seeing a couple penalties. Like, I actually think Queensland probably more dangerous around halfway. I reckon hold down around there. If you give a penalty, I think they're less likely to score a try. Like, if they kick the ball down and they're starting their set within the 20, I actually think they're less likely to score a try there than in the middle. You see Penrith do it quite a lot. You occasionally do see Penrith get opened up a little bit around halfway or just over halfway or just before halfway. They very rarely get opened up on their own try line. It's very, very hard if your defensive structures are all in place. Very, very hard to break that, and like it almost not nullifies, but like Reece Walsh, and like, because he can play so deep and because he's so fast, relatively quick play the ball, skip, he catches it, skips to an out. So they're just. You saw the grand final when he opened Penrith up. Just space. Like the grand final is a perfect example of that. Where did all those 3 Ezra Mann tries start? Halfway. They all started right on halfway. They're so dangerous there, man. Like Reece is so dangerous on halfway. He's still a mad ball player, so he's still dangerous in the 20, but way less, because pretty much all you can do is dig and pop. He either goes flat or out the back. Around halfway, he can, as he catches the ball, skip in, skip out. There's so much he can do, and you've got to make a decision like that. If you make the wrong one, you're done. So I'd love to see, the get down, get dirty, try and frustrate, the middles, hold them down, slow down the ruck to get these guys there, get super dirty, absolutely pump through the middle. This back 5, Payne Haas has to be the best player on the park for them to win. There's this narrative going around that Payne Haas has, I think it's bloke in a bar, but obviously he just glazes Payne Haas so hard, which is fine. But one second. His numbers are always substantially down in Origin. I've never seen him dominate one. I've never seen him be the best forward in his own team, let alone the best forward on the park. He has to be the best forward on the park. He has to lead by example. If he goes on and, I don't know who's going to come, but if like Spence and Payne are on at the same time, they just have to skittle. Like this is pretty crazy that they could have Payne Haas, possibly Olakau'atu and Spencer Leniu on at the same time. They have to skittle. Like they absolutely have to skittle. Maybe not Haumole, but definitely maybe they pull Jake off early. I'm not too sure, or maybe they plan to leave him on a long time. That would make more sense. Payne Haas gets a break, but I've always thought Payne Haas hasn't got quite enough minutes at Origin as well. He strolls in 60, and he quite often only averages about 50 minutes at Origin. I'd love to see him get his club minutes, which is about 65. Just too, because he's just such a big body, it's like, you know what I mean? Like a guy like Ruben Cotter, who's 40 kilos lighter than him. Like, do you know how much effort it takes to put a man on the ground like that? And if you can at all, it takes a lot out of you. And if he plays big minutes and he's hard to get down, and you're having to wrestle with Payne Haas for 65 minutes, it will fatigue their middle. It really will. I think that's how they sort of have to play. So I was about to say, that game plan, getting down, getting dirty. Like not playing crazy expansive, happy to win 8-4. Like I said, this game plan works if there's no Munster in there, which it isn't, which is fine. So obviously Queensland can still pull a rabbit out of the hat or something crazy, but it's just with Munster on the park, you know what's happening. So I'd love to see, I need to see Hines play like he does at club. Like I said, he's one of the best short side players in the comp. If it's on down there, go, lad. Just like, you're not going to get many chances at Origin. Can't let the moment be too big for you. You can't go, well, there's something on the short side, but the safe bet's go. The percentages say go this way. Go short, lad. Yeah, he's a really good short side player. I think him and probably Mitch Moses are the two best at it. So I want to see that from Nicho Hynes as well. I think if they get to their edges, get a quick play the ball, I think New South Wales can really open up Queensland down short sides. And just kick to Zac Lomax. Again, we're not 100% sure what side he's on, but he can snatch it off anyone. And people go, oh, he's not catching it over Xavier Coates. I agree, but what people sort of forget is Xavier Coates will be defending. Okay, so he'll be there, the one standing there and just taking a 2-footed jump up like this. Zac Lomax, if he is on that side, will be the one jumping up with the momentum. You're much more likely to get it. You don't not kick on Xavier Coates' side if Lomax and Sua'ali'i are there, because they'll both have the momentum. And wouldn't you want to put him off anyway? Jesus Christ. But yeah, so Sua'ali'i as well. You could also target him, but I'd love to see them to kick to Zac Lomax, because I don't think... I mean, we've seen Xavier do more spectacular aerial, like he's done like the full AFL speckies, but I don't think anyone's better at snatching the ball than Zac Lomax. Like he's, as the game currently sits, he's incredible at it, man, and you can do it to anyone. Zac come in, boom, just enough hang time, drop it right on Reece Walsh. Zac, I could see that going down. So I think they need to have a targeted game plan. Or yeah, like I said, like maybe they are on this side. Don't kick it quite so wide. Drop it on. It'll probably be Val Holmes, right? So yeah, drop it on Val. Drop it on the second row, whoever. But I think they have to kick to Zac Lomax a lot, and that's how I think they win. And Teddy just has to back up through the middle, because if it is rainy, if it is wet, and these guys do get on top of things, if there is an offload on, Teddy has to back up through the middle hard. But yeah, like I said, I really think Payne has to be the best player in the park. Like I said, I've heard that bloke in a bar, the Beak, say Payne's dominated an Origin before. Maybe I missed that game, but I don't remember it. That's for damn sure. So yeah, I want to walk away from this one if I'm a New South Wales fan, saying, "Geez, that Payne hard." Like, especially defense, man. So this is what I want to see from Payne. Like, if New South Wales do get the kickoff and he takes the first carry, run straight and hard. Don't worry about not getting tackled. Don't worry about not finding your front. I don't care if you get put on your back, Payne. Run straight off the back fence. I don't think I've seen Payne come off the back fence before. And also, I'd just love to see him. I was really disappointed with him last year. Reece Walsh in his first carry ran straight at Payne Haas on purpose, and Payne couldn't put him on his back. I was like, I knew they were done. As soon as I saw that, I was like, they're done. There's no chance. Like, zero fear. Like, that's your enforcer. Zero fear. The smallest bloke on the field just literally ran at you and with no fear. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think Payne has to be huge in this one. How do Queensland win? Middles just have to hold their own. I don't think the middles have to dominate. I just think they have to hold their own. Keep the ball in play, sort of thing. So because they're a bit smaller, they are a bit lighter. Just hold their own, crazy line speed, and then just Cherry Evans on back of that. Cherry Evans' long kicking game. If the forwards hold their own and Cherry's kicking game is a 10 out of 10, which it normally is. Having said that, his kicking game does have to be, but Cherry Evans has not been kicking that well. Like I've been watching every Manly game quite closely. He has not been kicking that great. He's had little patches. He's done 2 or 3 good kicks in a row, and he's looked alright. He's been playing pretty good, but don't think Cherry Evans is just. I wouldn't be just expecting a Cherry Evans 10 out of 10. He has to be on. Like this, a lot rests on him. Dearden's not a great kicker. Reece is okay, but I wouldn't be wanting him to kick too much at the State of Origin level. So Cherry definitely needs a 9 out of 10. Like he really does, because if his kicking game is off, and Teddy swallows them, and then these guys have to go back to work. These guys have to do too much work against, this tall Sua'ali'i, Zac Lomax, Payne Haas. It'll wear these guys out too. So a bad kicking game gasses your team, and a good kicking game really keeps them fresh. So, that's how they win. I think the middles just have to hold their own. Great kicking game for these guys, and the game will open up for these guys at the end of the game if they do that as well. So all right, let's have a look at some match insights and get to my bets, guys. So this is just on Bets Insider, guys. So predicted score 18-19. Wild. I don't know if that's going to happen, but we'll wait and see. Head-to-head pre-match probabilities: 46% New South Wales, 54% Queensland. All right, player props: Brian 35% probability of getting a try. Zac Lomax 33, Tedesco 32, Stephen Crichton 29, Angus Crichton 24%, and Xavier Coates is way out at 38%, and then quite a big drop down to Reece Walsh, Tuolangi Nanai and Val Holmes. I actually really like Angus Crichton for 1-2, so he'll be on. So he'll be playing the left side, and he'll be up against Nanai. I like that. Angus Crichton, he plays left, right, and Liam Martin plays right. So surely they go out like that. And Nanai does normally play right. Yeah, and Su'A. Where does Su'A normally play? Does Su'A normally play right too? No, Su'A plays left. Yeah, but anyway, I like Crichton. I really do like Crichton for one. I like second rowers in State of Origin. So yeah, market odds Queensland $1.80, New South Wales with a 1.5 head start. Okay, -1% as well. All right, well, let's get on to me bets. Now, I haven't put anything down yet, guys, but like I said, follow me on Dabble, guys, MonsterSnag. You'll see them all there. I'm going to put a lot of singles down, like I already said, but this is what I'm working with. I wanted to wait pretty much until the day, and then I was like, not the day, but like I'm probably going to put them down like Monday, today. And yeah, you'll see them all pop up. Now, I'm going to drop most of these as singles. And like I said, I'll probably chuck a few of these props together to make little ones. But yeah, I'm not going skits in this one, guys. But I've gone pretty good at State of Origin. We made money last State of Origin, which most people don't. Most people don't. All right, so first one I like, which I'm going to put in, is either team 1 to 12. Hang on one sec, guys. All right, so match inside. All right, cool. All right, so I like either team 1 to 12, guys. I like either team not to 30, so race to 30 neither. I really like that too. I'm going to feel anything under 40 points. I'm going to try and look to get something around the 42 mark. I'm not too sure on the prices on that one yet, but like I said, bit rainy. It's going to be a slog. I really do think, let's say even New South Wales win 13, Queensland win 13 plus, and they win comfortably. I don't see them scoring 30 points in the first game. I'd dare say it'd be a 24-6 win or something like that. Yeah, so I'm looking for that. If I can get around under 42, guys, I'm looking at that. Now, first try scorer Queensland. Now, I don't do first try scorers with players. I can't. Where's it? I'm trying to find the bloody stat. But Queensland. Oh, bloody! If I can find it, guys, I'll put it up on the screen. But I saw a stat which made me go, just Queensland first points. Just Queensland first points. So I'll probably look at that as well. And like I said, if I can find that window, I'll chuck it up. I can't remember the exact stat off the top of my head. Sorry, guys. I thought I saved it on my phone, but I mustn't have. So, yeah, I'm going to probably put Queensland as first try scorer. Now, man of the matches, guys. Now, what I like to do with man of the matches is these always pay heaps. We kill these. Like, I like to do one from each team. And the reason why I do that is because they're close games a lot of the time. And, you're essentially doing two bets in one, because if Queensland win, a player from New South Wales isn't going to win it. So if you put Payne Haas, then Queensland win. Payne Haas could literally be the best player in the park. He's not getting it. You know what I mean? So I know they have done it before, but they're not. So you could literally pick the best player on the park, and if the team loses, you're not going to win your bet. So I like to go one from each team, and they pay a lot, so you can definitely get away with it. So I've gone man of the match Queensland Paddy. I just think the middle is going to be so important. The media love Paddy. Everyone loves Paddy. We saw with the Carl Webb medal, you know what I mean? There was no real man of the match in that game. In fact, Reynolds probably was with his kicking game. Paddy was a beast. He was the best forward on the park by a mile. But Paddy just wins stuff, bro. He just wins stuff. So I like Paddy Carrigan at $12. I also have Nicho Hynes at $8. I might even chuck another one down, but Nicho Hynes at $8. Again, everyone loves Nicho. Everyone's watching it. Everyone's going to be watching Nicho with a fine-tooth comb. If New South Wales win and there's no real standout, I think Nicho will get it. And Nicho Hynes could murder him. Like, he's a beast. And if he does, he's winning it as well. So I like those two sort of thing. Now my try scorers. Like I said, I'm going to wait just till I'm 100% sure on matchups, but I'm thinking Hammer. He just moves different. I love him at Origin. I actually like him out wide. He's a fullback, but I actually really like him at centre. If he is matched up against Sua'ali'i and Lomax, left side, I like him regardless, but I might not pick him if he is up against To'o and Crichton. This is pretty much as good a defensive edge as you can possibly assemble. So I'll have second thoughts on that one. But yeah, I'm looking at Hammer. I'm looking at whoever's matching up on Joseph Sua'ali'i and Zac Lomax. Now, a lot of people are going to pick Reece Walsh, and I don't think he'll score. Now I said that he will. I dare say he's going to start more tries. Like, I could see him skipping out, getting outside, creating the space, just like he did in Origin, like he gave to Ezra Mann. Give it to the Hammer, go outside the Hammer, inside to Dearden, something like that. I think he'll initiate the attack rather than finish it. Whereas one of my try scorers for New South Wales, I'm actually going Teddy. He backs up. He's more of a backup. He doesn't initiate the offense like Reece does. He's more Payne Haas goes bang through the middle. Or Spencer Leniu goes crack through the middle. Boom, boom, boom. Who wants it? There's Teddy. Teddy's through the middle. So I like Teddy to score a try in this one, especially with it being wet weather, less likely to go out to the edges, less ball playing going down. I think Teddy is a nice one. I'm not too sure what his odds are, but like I said, guys, follow me on Dabble. You'll see all these go up over the next day or two. But man, I'm excited. I guess it comes down to now, who am I tipping to actually win? I really don't want to do this because do you know what? Want to know why I'm on the fence with tipping with this one? Normally I'm like, this team's going to win. Like last year I had Queensland the first two games. I think I tipped Queensland in the third game, but I wasn't writing New South Wales off like everyone else was. You know what I mean? Like I was like, I think this could be close. I think New South Wales could win this. I just think Queensland probably will. Whereas I don't know if anyone remembers last year, no one gave New South Wales a shot, sort of like this game. They had guys like Bradman Best coming in, and everyone's like, why are they picking him? And they scored 2 tries. I actually like the New South Wales team to win this game. I really do. But this is the problem, man. This is the problem. And this is my problem with tipping. I've been terrible with the head-to-heads this year at NRL level. Like I said, we're going pretty good on the punt, but terrible head-to-heads. And the reason why, I've been thinking like a bookie. I trust Queensland to do their job way better than I trust New South Wales to do theirs. I trust that Cherry Evans is... Like, remember when I said Payne Haas has to do this and Cherry Evans he's kicking... I trust that Cherry Evans will do that. Do I trust Payne Haas will be the best forward on the park? Well, I haven't seen it before at State of Origin level. Not really. Do I trust Luai and Hines can play off the back foot if things don't go their way? Not really. Do I trust if New South Wales are down by 4 with 10 minutes to go, can they win? Could they win? Yeah. Do I trust they will do something? Not really. Do I trust Queensland if they're down by 4 with 10 minutes to go for them to do something? Probably. So, like, my gut says New South Wales because I'd actually genuinely like the structure of the team, even though it's not its absolute best. I love the way it's built. I think they've got players in form that can smack. But I just... Like, put it this way. I'm tipping New South Wales to win this game. But if someone pointed a gun at me and said, I'm going to blow your head off if you get this wrong, I would take Queensland. That's my tip. If you're going to gamble your house, put it on Queensland. If you like your gut, go New South Wales. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to take New South Wales. Yeah, I'm going to stand on it. I'm going with my gut. Like I said, it's one of these classic head versus the gut. My head is just 100% saying the high percentage option, the smart option is to take Queensland Maroons. But there's just something telling me in my gut that New South Wales are just gonna skittle. Gonna skittle. So that's it. We done, lads. We done. Just quickly, where is it? I did have a few questions, guys. I'll just try and find them real quick. Thoughts on any team going 3-0? I actually doubt it. I dare say, I honestly think this could go to a decider, I really do. If Queensland win this game, they're going to win the series. But I definitely think New South Wales could jag game 2, even if they lose this one, just because it's in Melbourne, it's neutral ground. If Madge picks and sticks, and one thing that really gives me a lot of faith with Madge as a coach, if you watch him against the Kiwis, when he coached the Kiwis last year against Australia, his adjustments he made. Like, just think about what he did for a second, Madge as a coach. Australia handled New Zealand pretty comfortably with a second string team, with resting players for the final. Madge went, okay, do it, and then pumped Australia by 30. Like, that's so. I definitely think he has the ability to register where he went wrong, fix it, get the job done in a neutral territory. But then it's going to go to Queensland. So, like I said, if Queensland win this first game, I dare say they go and finish it off at Suncorp. So I'm not too sure about that. Next one was thoughts on Robson instead of Appy. I like Appy way better. I would have picked him, but I can't remember who said it. I think it was Willie Mason was saying, he just clearly wasn't going for a crafty hooker. If he was going for this smack 'em style, it was always going to be Robson or Mitch Kenny. I like Appy. I think like Harry Grant is the best hooker in the game. I think Appy's the second best. But yeah, so yeah, I for the team, for the way he's clearly playing this game, I like Reece. But I personally, the team I put together, Appy all day. So this question's null and void. What were your thoughts? Edwards over Teddy? Obviously, I made those quite clear. And final one, thoughts on Zac Lomax getting picked. I mean, he's playing good enough to be picked. Yeah, I don't mind it, man. Like I said, I think Xavier Coates, before he got injured, was the best winger in the comp. Zac was the second best. He's picking form. Like I said, it matches what Madge was doing. So I don't mind it at all. Like I said, am I confident he'll perform? No. I thought he had got a little bit of a bum rap. He's had 2 bad games this year, and I don't even think they were his fault. Like, the first one was against the Roosters when they got an absolute hide, and everyone's like, man, he had such a bad game. I'm like, did you see the Roosters in that game? They slaughtered what was he supposed to do? And he threw one ball. He took a carry about 5 metres out, made 10 metres, probably 4 or 5 post contact, flicked the ball out. Ben Hunt standing there, drops it cold. It was a good offload. And everyone's like, oh, what a dumb thing to do. Bro, it was on. He literally offloaded. Every news outlet was saying, like, bloke and above, like, levels, Graham, all like, man, what a dumb thing. It was on. There was space on the outside. He threw it into Ben Hunt's breadbasket. He dropped it. Like if you actually watch it, Zac Lomax sprayed Ben Hunt after it. Should have caught it, bro. If there's 2 players, you never take your eye off, or you always just wait for an offload. Joey Manu and Zac Lomax. Just until they're on their ground, on their back, just have your hands ready, bro. Like, and then there was the other game, was it last week, the one before he actually got picked. He didn't play great, but I've seen worse from a lot of players. Like, put it this way, Val Holmes has had way more worse games this year than Zac Lomax has. Val Holmes has pretty much lost to the Cowboys multiple games single-handedly. Nah, not multiple, but definitely a couple. So yeah, I don't mind it. Like, it's do what you got to do. And the third one was, what do you think about Gerbo as captain? I mean, couldn't think of a better guy. I just watched Matty John's show with him on there, and I just love him, man. Even Junior Paulo was saying, I think he said he hit him. Like, he hits, like he'll smack. And he literally apologises after he tackles him. Or was it after he hits him or runs at him or whatever? Like, everyone loves him. Like, and everyone respects him, you know? Like, how funny is that? Bang! Sorry, bro. Apologising to him, dude. And, man, like, the thing I love about Gerbo is, man, like you see a lot of teams when they get up, and it's fine. Like, you don't have to do what Gerbo does to be a good footy player or anything, but, like, Manly will be winning 18-0. And they've just scored a try. Looking good, comfy, everything's great. And then it'll cut to Gerbo in the circle, and he's screaming at everyone. I'm like, bro, you're winning by 18. You're cruising. And he's screaming and just yelling, and he's got, like, like you're messing up sort of way. Just like, we got to do this. We'll get to here, and he's yelling. He's giving instructions. I'm like he cares, bro. He cares, bro. And that, I love that about Jake. He won't let his state down, man. He's going to run about 2 kilometres an hour, get mauled, get absolutely smacked, get up and play the ball like it's nothing. And he's going to absolutely fold a few blokes, man, and couldn't happen to a better bloke. Absolute legend. So I have absolutely zero problem with Jakey being the captain. I love his honesty too, man. Actually, just on that Matty Johns interview, I'm paraphrasing, but they sort of said, "Oh, how'd you feel getting the captaincy?" And he was so honest. He said, "Honestly, I felt overwhelmed and worried." I was like, "What? A footy player being?" He's like, whether I was not worthy, but you know what I mean? He sort of said, I just felt like overwhelmed. I was so big, like such a big honour, I was overwhelmed. I was like, whoa. I just love that dude, man. I just love that dude. If I played on that team, I would literally go to war with him. I'd run straight at anyone through and get folded. But hey, I'd try. Oh, bring it on, lads. You know what this means, lads. If you made it this far, you are an absolute legend. Bring on State of Origin, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna go with my gut with the Blues, even though the Maroons should win. Like I said, keep an eye on those punts. Make sure on Dabble on those punts I'll be chucking up. And like I said, if you do want to join me, I will be going live on TikTok and Kick. So I'll probably go live on TikTok an hour before the game because I get heaps more views on TikTok and we can chat more. And then the actual game I will be streaming on Kick. So I'll be out watching it, riding our bets, riding every play, riding every hit, riding every penalty, riding every try. Absolutely cannot wait, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.